morning, children. So yesterday we were discussing about the agricultural practices, right? In that first point that we saw was the preparation of the soil. In that, how do the farmers prepare their soil before they grow any type of crops? We saw that. Second point was sowing, how the sowing of seeds was done and which type of seeds, good quality, then the poor quality, how do they differentiate, we saw that, and how the sowing of seeds were used by technical tools and all that. Now the third one was, yesterday we saw about the manure and fertilizer. So in that we studied about the manure. What is manure? Manure means it is the decomposed or decaying material, right, which the farmer uses and mixes with the soil to increase the fertility. So that was about manure. Now comes about the fertilizer. Now what is fertilizer? So we were studying about manure and fertilizer. So today we will study about fertilizer. So page number 6. Fertilizers are chemicals which are rich in particular nutrient. How are they different from manure? Fertilizers are produced by factories. Fertilizer is a man-made substance and manure is a natural. All it is obtained or it is made from plants and dead plants, animals and the decaying material. Some examples of fertilizers are urea, ammonium sulfate. Some examples are ammonium sulfate. Then urea, then we have NPK. These are the names of fertilizers, right? Potash, etc. The use of fertilizers has helped the farmers to get a better yield. What is the meaning of yield? Yesterday I told you, yield means production, right? Yield means production. The use of fertilizers has helped the farmers to get better yield of crops such as wheat, paddy and maize. But excessive use of fertilizers has made the soil less fertile. Farmers have started using fertilizers to an excessive level, right? Excessive means more than needed level. So when you add something more than needed level, what happens? The fertility will get decreased, fine? So farmers have started using all this. This fertilizer means ammonium sulfate, urea, NPK, these all are one type of chemicals, right? These are one type of chemicals, and more chemicals, more man-made materials if you add in the soil, it is going to damage the soil, right? So always the farmers are advised to use the fertilizers wisely. Wisely means at a controlled level. The use, therefore, in order to maintain the fertility of soil, we have to substitute fertilizers with organic manure or leave the field uncultivated in between the two crops. What happens is, the farmers have started using fertilizers. So because of that, what is happening? That the fertility of the soil is getting decreased. So if the fertility of the soil will decrease, then the production will not come to the expected level. So what the farmers can do, the farmers have to use manure instead of fertilizer. Manure means cow dung, right? You know what is cow dung? The charn, right? That they can use. Then this manure, that is the decaying, that is what yesterday we discussed about the ukero, what you see, the dead and decaying plants and animals material, right? The farmers can use this, alright? Fine. So instead of fertilizer, they can use manure. And if they don't want to use manure, then what can they do? They have to leave some time. They have to leave that field unplanted between two crops. They have to leave some time where in that period of time they are not supposed to grow any crops. Alright? Understood everybody? Fine. Another method of, the use of manure improves the soil texture as well as its water retaining capacity. it replenishes the soil with the nutrients. When we use manure, what happens? The water maintaining capacity. What is the meaning of water maintaining capacity? That means water maintaining capacity means the soil can hold the water for a longer time or lesser time, right? When the soil is having a more water maintaining capacity means it can hold the water for more time. Like sandy soil, if you see, then it has got very less water holding capacity. So when you add manure, the water holding capacity of the soil will increase. Fine? Okay. Another method of replenishing the soil with nutrients is crop rotation. Okay. Now let us see what is crop rotation. Okay. Now crop rotation means what? Now just keep this thing for on one side. Now suppose if I go in my kitchen, right, and there are 3 to 4 containers of different snacks. In one container there is say mamra. In second container say it is chevda. In third container say it's wafers. And in fourth container say it's biscuits. Okay? Now you fill up all the 4 containers on the first date of the month. Right? Now, first, second, third, fourth, continuously for 10 days, you open the container of biscuit and you keep on eating biscuits. After 10 days, what will happen? What is going to happen after 10 days? Anybody? Yes, after 10 days, the container of the biscuit will be totally empty. Okay, what if one day you eat some wafers, second day you eat some biscuits, third day you eat some mamra, and fourth day you eat some chevda, again you eat biscuits, again you eat wafers. One day you eat this, one day you eat that, one day you eat this. Then what will happen? Tell me, students. Yes, what will happen? That the containers, the things that we have filled up in the containers will be used wisely. Little of this will be used, little of this will be used. So same thing happens in the soil, that when you grow crop of wheat, then wheat needs some type of nutrition. Now if the farmer goes on growing wheat every year, what will happen? The nutrients which the wheat will need, it will keep on taking it from the soil. So the nutrient will get finished. The nutrient which the wheat will need, it will get finished because the farmer keeps on growing one and one item. So just as the biscuit container got empty, similarly in the soil, the nutrient which is needed by wheat will get over. Fine. So crop rotation is necessary. Crop rotation is necessary means as we rotated our snacks, one day we ate wafers, one day we ate biscuits. So similarly the farmer also, in one season he grows wheat, in another season maybe he grows paddy, again he grows maize. So crop rotation is done. Rotation means changing, right? Crop rotation is done so that the crop which he changes in every season, their requirements are different. Fine. So the fertility of the soil will be maintained when the crop rotation is done. Is that okay? Fine. So after, another method of replenishing the soil with nutrients is through the crop rotation. This can be done by growing different crops alternately. Alternately means in one season you grow this, then in another season you grow another crop. Earlier, farmers in northern India used to grow legumes as fodder in one season and wheat in the second season. This helped in the replenishment of the soil with nitrogen. Farmers are being encouraged to adopt this practice. Now farmers are slowly and steadily coming to know what is the use and what is the importance of crop rotation, right? In the previous classes, you have learned about the rhizobium bacteria. They are present in the nodules of the roots of leguminous plants. They fix the nitrogenous atmospheric nitrogen. There are some leguminous plants like rhizobium. the rhizobium bacteria. The rhizobium bacteria is present in the root nodules. In the root nodules of the plants. And what do they do? These bacteria, there is so much nitrogen in the atmosphere, right? So this atmospheric nitrogen, they are converted into different forms and they are absorbed by the roots. And who absorbs it? The rhizobium bacteria, right? So rhizobium bacteria, it converts the atmospheric nitrogen and it absorbs in the roots, and then from the roots it is sent to the different parts of the plant. Understood? So due to this nitrogen level, due to such leguminous plant, the nitrogen level in the soil is maintained. Understood? So today we saw about fertilizers, right? What are the fertilizers? That farmers should use it wisely, because if they use it in excess, then what happens? The soil fertility will be decreased. So instead of fertilizers, they are encouraged to use the manure. Fine? And so that when they use the manure, the fertility of soil is maintained. And another way of maintaining the fertility of the soil is crop rotation. Right? Crop rotation means the interchanging or alternately growing different types of crop. If a farmer grows wheat in this season, then after wheat he takes the chance of some other crop. He doesn't grow wheat again. Is that clear, children? Okay. So today we studied about manure, fertilizer and crop rotation. So please go through page number 6. Tomorrow we will continue on page number 7 with the difference of fertilizer and manure, and we will go ahead. Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day.